If you've ever played Braum, you know how important it is to get your unbreakable install as fast as possible. And you do have buttons or specials that will allow you to go into unbreakable, but those are on hit. And yeah, that's perfectly fine, you know, that's kind of just how balancing is. However, there is one special move, and I think we all know which one it is, which also allows the same but on block, which is down and special 2. However, you can maybe already see why no one really uses this button, because it is 38 frames slow. Also, it is not even plus on block, it is -4 on block. And you do have moments where you can guaranteed get like this on hit after a knockdown. So if I hit the overhead, which is down, forward, and medium, let me just try and show you this. So let's just never. And you special cancel into it, you actually get the install. So that is cute. It is cool, right? If you hit the overhead, you get this for free. Pretty nice. This is, I think, the same in the corner out of his throw. Yeah, like that. You can see it. And it is +1, so you're actually plus. But this, again, requires you to hit it. And that's not a problem that you have to hit someone first to get the install. But what if we can make it happen that we can use this in a block string that will give Braum the install, and it allows you to go even further afterwards. So what I try to figure out here with Warwick, which is my team, and freestyle, is any block string, so like lights, or like standing lights or crouching lights, into medium, standing medium, call Warwick's DP assist, and the moment you call the DP assist, it is the timing on the DP assist is the moment you press medium. So you can see it in my input history. You see how if I press medium, you see the tag button. That is kind of the timing you do here. The moment you hit medium, cancel this immediately into the down special 2. So it will look like this. So, okay, you're still -4, but the beautiful thing here with Warwick in the air, you can free tag while Braum is doing his button, his special button, because I did notice that the blocking animation on this takes forever. You see how long this blocking animation is? If you combine this with like active tag, you can do shit like this. So why is this so good? First of all, you're +27. That is just a ridiculous amount of plus. Second of all, it allows you to do the freestyle sandwich, which means that you can do shit with Warwick where he has command lows like the slide, right? He has the slide, he has the medium low as well. And you can go back into Braum to confirm if you either hit or even on block, you can continue afterwards because the slide here is unsafe. But you can tag back to Braum and make it safe. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. And you can continue from here, right? So that is already a pretty big layer of offense, and you have Braum with the install. This is the main takeaway, what you want. Braum with install out of a block string. This by any means is not guaranteed. They can push block you out of this, but if they use the resist cooldown, this is just a free attempt to just go for it. You can also go for overhead and tag in Braum, and you can combo afterwards. So I'm gonna show you what that kind of looks like. So that is 49%, and that is without meter. You could go for meter afterwards, and that would do like maybe 56, 57. But this is kind of like, you know, a little example of what you can do if you hit the overhead. But even if they would block the overhead, you can actively tag back to Braum and keep it safe. You can kind of see why this is pretty good, and you can get some ridiculous damage out of this sequence. So this is kind of wanted to show. I was labbing this. I was like, you know, there must be a reason to use this button. This button is pretty good. It's pretty cool looking, and I'm very happy to see that, you know, yeah, you have your block string afterwards. That is pretty good. So what happens if they don't block the low? I can show you what happens if they don't block the low. So also, if you wanted to know if it's possible to actually mash a button in between, no, it's not. So I'm gonna try and show you what I mean with, if Braum does this, like the down special 2, and you call Warwick to do like the assist and call in, is it possible to mash out of it? The answer is no, they have to hold this. So let me try and show you what I mean with this. So as you can see there, I put the bot on press a button after block, so if it had a gap, they could have mashed in between. But this is completely gapless. You cannot just randomly mash in between. And if they try to mash afterwards, you can frame trap them with Warwick. So that would look like this. Like that. That was just a very basic, you know, delayed button. So if they would mash a jab, that will be interrupted because you're plus 20 plus. I don't even know how much plus frames it was, but you're plus 20 double digits. So don't mash here. The only thing that is extremely effective, there are two things. Obviously, push block is a thing, but it will cause their assist cooldown. If I can make sure that you're not using your assist because I did a block string, okay, sure, I'll take that. However, retreating guard does beat this a bit more. I think Warwick does not hit his assist, so it has a gap then. So be careful against people retreat guarding, and if they know that there's a gap, they can interrupt in between. So let me show you what I mean. So you could see a little bit that, you know, Jinx was just standing there. That was all gap. So she could just do H, she could super, she could do shit what she wanted to do. So be careful against retreating guard. But you do have a way to beat retreating guard with Braum, which is just 2M. So if you really know that people are retreat guarding a lot against you, just go for the 2M version instead of the standing 5M version. 5M will lose against the retreating guard. 2M will beat it. You can comment from this. So that's pretty much it. It is, I think, really cool to see that we found a block string that actually supports this button, because I love this button. It's a very cool looking button. It gives you insta on block. It's pretty unique, and very happy to see that we can have some freestyle sandwich action with Warwick while doing this on block. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this. And I have a question. If you guys are interested in an actual Braum guide, and I'm talking about all his buttons, like standing L, crouch L, medium, the applications behind it, the things you want to know about Braum, let me know in the comment section so I can maybe, you know, start writing a script about Braum and make a guide. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.